Hi, I'm Sam, and this is my fiance Noah.
Hello.
He's going to be my student for the experiment tonight. We're going to be doing sink or float, and this would be for 1st to 2nd grade. My expectations for you as a student during this experiment is to make sure you're following directions and to make sure you're cautious with the temperatures of water because this one is steamy and is very high, and I would not want you to burn yourself. Excuse you. And then also to clean up your area, that's why we have these paper towels. Since we'll be experimenting with water, it is highly likely that there will be water everywhere, so we can place the objects that we use on this paper towel to keep from making a mess. So, the problem that we're going to be dealing with in this experiment is, will objects sink or float in hot and cold water? And the objects that we will be using for our experiment, which we have duplicates of everything because we will have 2 different temperatures of water, are 2 plastic spoons, 2 leaves, 2 markers, 2 rocks, 2 Q-tips, 2 paper clips, and 2 pennies. So those are the objects that we're going to be testing during this experiment, and what we're trying to find out is, does it matter if the water is hot or cold? So let's go ahead and talk about the materials that we have. We named out our objects. We have 2 different measuring cups, one for hot water and one for cold water. We don't want to cross temperature, and then also in a perfect world we would take temperature of the water, but I do not have thermometers. And then we have our cold water, our hot water, and then 2 bowls that are exactly the same size, the same kind. And then we have tongs to grab the objects out of the water because I don't want him to burn himself, so we're going to go ahead and use these tongs. Alright, so we're going to be putting 2 cups of water in each bowl. Let's go ahead and put the cold on the right and the hot on the left, since I have it marked down here and I don't want to get it mixed up. So let's go ahead and measure the cold water first. Since we're doing 2 cups, how many cups is this?
It's 1 cup.
1 cup. So how many scoops of water will we need to get to 2 cups?
2 scoops.
Alright, so go ahead and just dip it in there, and let's do 2 full scoops into the, what did we say? The right one. Yeah, bring it close, that way you don't spill it. I'll get you a paper towel to put your measuring cups on. Awesome, perfect. You want to go ahead and put your measuring cup here? Alright, now we're going to do 2 cups with this measuring cup, but as you see, it already has a line for 2 cups, so you don't have to do multiple scoops, and be very careful. The water is hot and I do not want you to burn yourself. Perfect. If you want to go ahead and pour it, here you go. Thank you. Perfect. Okay, so now that we have designed our experiment, so now that we have designed the experiment, let's go ahead and predict. Let's go ahead and predict all the objects. So, if you want to just put a P next to each one for a prediction. And we'll go through each object, and you can predict if it will sink or float in the hot and cold water. So let's start with the paper clip. Do you think the paper clip will sink or float?
I think it'll sink.
Okay. And do you think it will sink in both the hot and the cold water?
Yeah.
Okay, and what's the next object?
Penny.
Penny. So do you think the penny will sink or float?
It's going to sink.
Sink in the hot and the cold water?
Yes.
Alright, and then the marker?
think that will float.
Float in the hot and the cold water?
Yeah.
And what is the next object?
Leaf.
Leaf. Do you think the leaf will sink or float?
I think it'll float. Both.
In both temperatures, the hot and the cold.
Yes.
Okay, what's the next object?
Q-tip.
Q-tip. Do you think the Q-tip will sink or float?
I think it'll float.
In the hot and the cold water, or just the hot and cold?
In both.
In both. Alright, and what's the next one?
A rock.
A rock. Do you think it will sink or float?
I think it'll sink.
Okay. Do you think it'll sink in both the hot and the cold water?
Yeah.
Alright, and what is our last object?
Spoons.
Plastic spoons. Do you think the plastic spoon will sink or float?
I think they will float.
Float. Do you think it will float in both the hot and cold water?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so we have made our measurements, and we have designed our experiment, we have made our predictions. So we're going to use our chart that we have here to chart our objects as we put them in. And as I mentioned, we will put the same object in both of the bowls to test if temperature makes a difference. So let's go ahead and start from the top.
With a paper clip.
Alright, so here's your 2 paper clips, and make sure you put them in at the same time. What did they do?
They sank.
They sank. So let's go ahead and record that on our paper. Awesome. And if you want to go ahead and use the tongs to grab those out so you don't burn yourself. And I'm going to put a paper towel here for you to put all the objects that we put in the water. That way we don't get the table extremely soaked. Okay? Awesome. And what's our next object?
Penny.
Penny. Alright. Alright, so go ahead and stick your pennies in.
They sink.
They sink. Now, why do you think the pennies and the paper clips sink?
They're both pretty heavy for their size.
Yeah, what else? What attributes or characteristics do the penny and the paper clip have?
Both metal.
They're both metal. Alright, so go ahead and record that on your paper. Alright, and what's our next one?
Marker.
Marker. Here's your 2 markers. Ah, they float. Here, I'm going to show, because I don't think that thing zooms in. As you can see, our markers are floating in the hot and the cold water. Okay, if you want to go ahead and take the markers out and set them on our paper. So what have you, after you pull these out, let's go to our question sheet. So what have you observed so far from the 3 objects? We've done a paper clip, a penny, and a marker. What have you noticed so far between those 3 objects?
Water temperature hasn't affected any of them yet.
Hasn't affected any of them yet? No. Okay, and why do you think, I didn't even ask you this, why do you think the marker floated?
Because it's pretty light for its size, and it's got a tube. The tube inside of it with air, so that helps it float.
Perfect. Alright, so let's move on. What do we have next?
A leaf.
A leaf. So let's see if the water affects in the next objects, and then we'll discuss what we observed from there. Did you say leaf? Oh, okay. Sorry. Alright, so there's your leaves. And they float. So you go ahead and record that on your paper. Awesome. And if you want to go ahead and take the tongs and pull them out, and just be careful because those will probably drip water. Awesome. All right, and what is our next one?
Q-tips.
Q-tips. All right. And they float. All right, if you want to go ahead and record it on your paper. You know, I'm a little surprised they're floating. I felt like the water or the Q-tip would suck up the water.
Yeah, I'm surprised too.
Awesome. And then what are we on? Rock?
We have rock next.
All right. There's your 2 rocks. Have you ever skipped rocks on water?
I'm not very good at it.
And they sink. I'm going to just bring one bowl up there. But as you can see, this is the hot water. The rock is all the way at the bottom, and it's same with the cold water. All right, if you want to go ahead and take those out with your tongs and be careful. All right, and then we are on our last object, and our last object is
Plastic spoons.
plastic spoons. Did you say they were going to float or sink?
I think that they're going to float.
All right, let's see. And then let's take a look at our predictions and then what we observed. Oh, they float.
Yep, they float.
All right, go ahead and record it on your paper, and then let's take the spoons out with the tongs, and then let's discuss our predictions versus what we've observed. Awesome. Here, I'm going to move this over out of the way where it's my paper wet. Okay, so were your predictions, did they match up with what we've recorded so far?
Yep.
Awesome. Alright, so why do you think the paperclip and the penny and the rock sink? Why do you think those 3 objects sink in both the cold and the hot water?
Because they were all pretty heavy for their size, and like they have a lot less surface area with their weight, so they're more dense objects.
Definitely. And then what do you think about the marker, the leaf, the Q-tip, and the plastic spoons? Why do you think they float?
They're a lot lighter, and like I said, they have like more surface area for them. Like the leaf has a lot more surface area, and then like marker has some air inside of it, so that helps it float.
That's right. You're so smart. All right. So let's go to our question sheet. But now that we've finished our chart, let's put our chart to the side for now. So we talked about what we observed through the experiment. But what was the variable? What do you think? First, let's talk about what is a variable.
It's the thing that you change in the experiment.
It's something that changes in an experiment. Now, in this experiment, what would the variable be? Even though there wasn't much change.
The water temperature.
The water temperature. The water temperature, which would be the hot water, would be the variable. Even though we didn't see change and everything seemed to sink or float in the hot or cold water. Now, what would you think a controlled variable is? Does that sound familiar, control variable?
It's things in the experiment that stay the same throughout it.
They stay the same throughout the experiment. So what would you say during this experiment stayed the same?
The amount of water we use.
How much water did we use?
2 cups.
2 cups each bowl. What else?
The containers we use.
The containers.
And the materials that we put into the containers.
All right, now let's see. about our work? Okay, so what would you consider classifying? What would your definition of classifying be?
Classifying is like organizing things into groups.
Have you ever classified anything for your life experiences?
Yeah.
What would be an example?
You can classify like temperatures.
Okay, so what could we classify in this experiment alone? Just in this experiment, what could we classify from our data?
The things that sink and the things that float.
Yes, you are so correct. So let's go back to our chart paper where we recorded all of our data, and we are going to use a yellow highlighter to highlight everything that floats. That way we have classified our information and it's something we can refer back to. So go ahead and highlight the things that float. Or you can circle, highlight, whatever you want to do. Alright, and then now we're going to use a pink highlighter to highlight or circle all the objects that sank in the experiment, regardless of the temperature. So, let's go back to our question sheet. So from our experiment, what could you conclude? Did it matter if the water was hot or cold?
No, the objects that float in both hot and cold water, and the objects that sink, they sink in hot and cold water.
And why do you think the objects that sank in both the hot and cold water? What attributes did they all share together?
The ones that sank were heavier and had more density, and then the ones that float sort of were lighter and had more surface area.
Yep. Okay. And so now that we've concluded our experiment and we've come to a conclusion, have you ever had experience with objects floating?
Yeah. Like swimming in a pool, like pool floats and noodles and stuff that they float on top, and then you can play with like torpedoes and pool toys that sink.
And then you could also even use one of our objects that we use, leaves. I always see leaves floating in the pond or in the lake. I always see the leaves that blow off the trees floating in the water.
Yeah, anytime you go fishing, if there's leaves on the water, they get caught in your line.
So, as far as your pool experience, was the water hot or cold?
It was pretty warm, like in the summer when you go swimming.
But then when you could fish in the cold when the leaves are still floating, aren't they?
Yeah.
So we know that temperature has nothing to do with whether an object floats or sinks. If an object sinks, it is heavy and it's got a lot of density, and then if an object floats, it is light and thin. So that concludes our experiment. Thank you for watching. Thank you to my assistant.